Hi, good day. My name is Amma Duncan. I am a corporate trainer, business coach, and founder of the Fabulous Woman Network. I help new women in business plan, execute, and achieve their business goals so they can make lots of money, create wealth, and impact people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'm doing this short video regarding a subject that has come up a lot in my coaching sessions in the Fabulous Woman community, which is our group on Facebook, and also in various places that I've had the privilege to talk to different people who are into business. And it usually goes like this: Amma, how do I attract my target market? Okay, so I'm going to share a few of the tips that I use. Actually, I'm going to share 5 tips that I have used specifically on Facebook. Yes, I've used them on Facebook, but I know that most of them are actually applicable. Perhaps all of them actually are applicable on the other social media platforms and even offline as well. You can use them. So I'm going to share the 5 tips with you in this short video. I promise the video will be very short. Okay, so how to attract your target customer. Number 1, please live your brand on social media. Well, if it's offline as well, live your brand there. Now, what do I mean by live your brand? Your brand is really what comes to mind when people mention the name of your company. Okay, so you want to, especially as you're starting, you want to create something nice. You want to create an experience that people will have whenever your name comes up, wherever your name comes up. Either they see it or they hear it, right? And so your brand will really typically depend on your values as a business, your mission statement, your vision, and all your actions really will be determined by these. Now, let me give an example. One of our values for the Fabulous Woman Network is elegantly African. First of all, of course, I love Africa because I'm African. I'm very beautiful, as you can see, and I love to surround myself with anything African. So I love to wear African prints as much as possible. Of course, it doesn't mean I don't own non-African prints. I do, but the point is, as much as possible, I try to represent where I come from, which is beautiful Africa. So that is one of my values. So I try to live that on social media as well. If I'm taking pictures, as much as possible, even if it's just the earrings that is African, for me, I feel that yes, I'm representing Africa and I'm representing my brand. So everybody has their own brand. I mean, the fact that I am going on and on about Africa doesn't mean that you have to do same. Think about what you want people to think or to feel or to see when they hear of your brand or when they see your brand, and then be that online and even offline. Now, when you do this, it will lead people to you, people who are interested in the way you are or the way you make them feel will be drawn to you. For me, that is one strategy that I believe has helped with the Fabulous Woman Network. As of now, we've been in business for about 5 years, and our brand, I mean, of course, it's still a work in progress, but we are very intentional with how we represent ourselves. Now, also, when I talk about living your brand, I don't mean be, what we call in tree or fancy Frenchum, be so stiff and you can't even move because of your brand. No, you want to be your authentic self. You want to be your good, authentic self, both on and offline. So you want to show personality, because the people who actually buy from us, they have to trust us. It's very important. I mean, they are giving you their money, so you've got to show who you are to them. And so that's why I say, show your authentic self, the good one. Yeah, show it online, show it offline. Don't pretend, because you want the right people to be drawn to you, so you don't have to keep pretending to them. You want to be yourself, so be your good, authentic self. And this is what I mean by living your brand. So that is point number 1, live your brand. Now, the second point is, please, when you are creating when you are creating content on social media or wherever it is that you are advertising, please have in mind the customer that you are looking to attract. Speak to that person. Write as if you are writing for that person. Talk as if you are talking for that person. Have that person in mind in everything that you are creating. By so doing, you will draw such persons who need that content to your timeline. You don't want just everybody. Remember, you have a target in mind. So for instance, if it's women in business, you want to make sure that you're speaking to them. You want to think about them. Where are they now at this stage? Where is your customer avatar? At this time, where are they? What are their issues? And then address those in the conversation that you are having online, because by so doing, you draw them to you. So that's point number 2. Create and post content with your customer avatar in mind. Point number 3, please go to where your customer is hanging out. Go to where your customer is hanging out. So you don't want to just do ads, create ads, or put billboards, or even on Facebook, just do random videos and then put it everywhere and hope, it's like it's mass marketing, hope that your customers will find you. At a point, that is not the strategy to use. You want to go find them, go to where they are. So on Facebook, for instance, people hang out in groups. I look for women in business, so I would typically search for women in business, and then either women in business, or I use various keywords depending on what I'm looking for, and then look for groups or pages that are similar to what it is that I'm looking for, and then hang out there. Hang out there can be you commenting, you being involved in what they are doing, you authentically contributing to the group, and then forming relationships. It's very important that we form the relationships first before we start selling. And so this point actually has worked for me over, and I always say this, I didn't know what I was doing at the beginning when I started the Fabulous Woman Network. I didn't even know, but these were some things that I did, like authentically just being myself, and somehow it led me to the kind of women, or the kinds of women I'm serving at the moment. And I believe that it will work for you too. If you haven't tried it already, I want to encourage you to try that. Point number 3, I keep looking here because my notes are on my laptop. Okay, so I've talked about go to where your customer is hanging out, and also, another very important thing, please learn how to sell, because the whole target market conversation thing we are having, it's all about selling, right? You want to sell something to them. And I want to ask you, are you willing to even invest in it? Do you think it's worth it? Selling skills are just that, skills, and everybody has to learn it. Nobody came out of their mother's womb ready to sell. We have to learn it. And how do we learn? We read. This month I have posted the book of the month, 80/20 Sales and Marketing by Perry Marshall. I keep talking about it because I love it. Please read. Let's read books on selling. Let's attend seminars on selling. Let's follow people on social media who are selling. I'll tell you a few of the people I follow on social media because I feel they are great marketers, or they sell well and they teach well. Christy Jackson of Women CEO Project, I love her. Trisha Biz, she's Nigerian, she's amazing. Of course, I've mentioned Perry Marshall. I love Amy Porterfield. I love Marie Folio. Okay, I don't want to just keep going on and on and on, but you get the drift. And please pay money to learn how to sell. We can also learn how to sell from people who are selling, and we, like I mentioned, Trisha Biz and all these, Christy Jackson and all. I love what they are doing. I love how they are impacting, and I love how they are selling, and I love how they are teaching. And so I learn from them and so many other people. In the same vein, learn. Some of these people, yes, I pay money to them, dollars. Sometimes it's not easy. but I know that the returns will be good, and so I keep paying, right? So in the same vein, you can learn from other people, take classes, read online courses, whatever it takes for you to learn how to sell, because there are so many other things you will learn in the class that you can apply to your business, which will help you attract the right people that you want to serve. Now, the final one that I'll talk about is, please, as you are looking for your target market, please exercise faith. Exercise faith. We cannot leave out the God factor in our business. Like, we cannot put God or keep God on Sundays and then the rest of the week it's us. Personally, I don't think it's possible. Every business opportunity I've had, every target market that has come landing on my lap, or me going out to look for them, I strongly believe that it has been God who has given that person to me. And for me, it's very important to keep him in that equation, first by praying and then also having faith that our labor is not going to be in vain. You know, when we have that mindset, it makes it all different, you know, especially when we think of it this way, that what I'm doing it for God. I'm doing it for a bigger picture. It's not just about me being able to pay my bills with this business, or me being able to leave a legacy, but it's for a bigger picture. It's for God. Once we put things in that kind of perspective, it actually makes a lot of things easier. So it's a trick. So please, before you go out seeking that target market, do pray about it. Do ask God for his opinion. Let him direct you, and he will actually. He will show you which group you should go and join, where you will find your target market, so that you can, you know, hang out there with them. So yeah, these are the 5 tips I wanted to share with you. Let me just go over my notes. First, live your brand. Second, what's the second one? Create and post content for your customer avatar with that person in mind. And then learn how to sell. Go to where your customer is hanging out. And then finally, please exercise faith as you are looking for that target market. Now, before I let you go, I just want to remind you that I have been doing group coaching for startups. These are women in business who have ideas of businesses they want to start, but they are not sure how to put it together, or you have just started and you need help to structure it, or you have some goals, business goals, that you really need accountability and someone to brainstorm with in order for you to be able to do it. The next session starts in October, and I want to encourage you to sign up. I'm going to leave I'm going to leave the link so that you can, click on it and then check it out. If you're watching on Instagram, click on the link in bio. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else, just look somewhere around. The link is there, so you can click on it and then find out more information. What this basically does for you is to help you plan, execute, and achieve your business goals. So I do look forward to hearing from you. And please, if this video has been of value to you, please do subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on YouTube, do share it as well. Let other people know. And please, it will be nice to read from you, so do leave a comment. Now, I have to remember to make sure I've enabled comments so that people can comment on YouTube. I keep forgetting that. Thank you so much for watching me. I wish you a blessed new week. Bye. Toodles.